Word. All right, welcome to the second Unsuck Your Sales series. Today, we're going to be doing a prospecting mini training for you all. I'm both live here on Zoom, and I'm also live on my phone in my Facebook group. I'm waving to them. This particular training will be around prospecting, as I mentioned, and even deeper within that particular topic, I'm going to be speaking about what are known as possible value propositions. This is something that I teach within my group coaching program and my one-to-ones. Possible value propositions are specific languaging, also specific tonality, and phrases that you use to stimulate curiosity when speaking to a potential prospect, all while lowering resistance. So that's the whole goal when it comes to prospecting, is to lower resistance, because if we're getting on a call and we're getting on a call to sell, we've already lost the sale. When we get on a call with curiosity and we're starting to build curiosity by asking specific questions, aka possible value propositions, we're building a relationship and cultivating connection with that potential buyer, and we're lowering the resistance based on the questioning that we're using. So within this little mini training, expect to learn how your prospects will see the value in what you're selling. I'm going to give some examples of what it looks like to use specific questions and phrases when it comes to possible value propositions. One of the biggest issues, problems, if you will, that I see with financial experts is they think talking about their offer, I'm looking at two different screens here, talking about their offering in their marketing and on their sales calls. And I'll clarify what marketing and sales actually is, because people do get confused on what those are. Talking about the offer right away, like, this is what I offer, this is what I do, this is the key, when in fact, that is what's causing the biggest resistance. I have a big, huge news flash. If I could get it tattooed on my arm, I would. Your clients do not care about what you offer. Say it again. They don't care about what you're offering. What they care about is, can you deliver results? Do you know how to get me from point A to point B? Okay. Now, before I dive into that, I want to clarify marketing versus sales. Somebody commented on my post earlier asking me what the difference was. And I thought, I could create a whole training on this as well. But to give you a very, I guess, specific and quick definition, marketing is, you're putting posts up on Facebook, you're using attraction to show who you are, to put yourself out there, to communicate your value via text, live video. My client Chris and I did a interview last week that was highly valuable, highly marketable, right? We're putting out information to talk about what we do, how we do it. And then sales is converting a potential prospect into a client. So there are two different ways of putting your expertise out there into the world. Now, the other issue that I see with a lot of financial experts is they will market their financial services in their posts and on their videos. Again, your potential clients do not care about stocks, annuities, bonds. They don't care about that. What they care about is you delivering on the results. So if I hire you to be my financial advisor, my planner, can you get me from point A to point B? So the solution from that particular problem is to show your results, not your products. Say it again. Show your results, not your products. I want to hear more about how you got Kathy from point A to point B using, maybe you have a method. Maybe you have what my client Melissa has, which is called the Sunny Day Fund. Maybe you have an actual roadmap to teach me how to move from broke, being on credit cards to debt-free in 6 months. Maybe you have that roadmap, but you're not communicating that out into the world. So prospective clients go, oh, she's just another advisor. She's just another planner. I could walk down the street and go to Fidelity or Schwab and hire some guy who's going to deliver on exactly what I need. This topic of prospecting is really crucial, especially right now in this day and age, when we're, quote unquote, in a recession, when things are slowing down. This is when you can make the most money because people are actually looking for the next result from you. So I've spoken to clients, I've spoken to potential clients who have said, I need more leads. I'm desperate for a change. I need this, I need that. I need my prospects to come to me instead of me going to them. And I'm here to tell you, you don't have a prospecting issue. You don't have a lead issue. You have a sales issue. This is a sales problem because you are not communicating results. You are still using the old man model. The old man model, it's a coined term only by billionaire Brittany. The old man model is what firms teach and financial services has used since the beginning dinosaur age of time, where you're handed, like, here's your quote unquote sales script. This is what you use. This is how you're going to sell. And within that old man model, it's okay, I'm going to pick up the phone and I'm going to call somebody and I'm going to tell them exactly what we do. And what do you hear on the other end? Click. I don't care what you're selling. You're not delivering to me. You're not giving me any differentiation of who you are versus the other people in the market. So I'm here to provide you that solution, and that solution is for you to start communicating the results. Because what do results do? They impact your business significantly. Results equal new business. If I am sharing with you, my client, Jessica, who has gone from a $300,000 a year to a $600,000 a year now twice in a row, that's a result. I will then teach you exactly how she did that when we begin working together. I'm going to show you that exact method. That's not fluff. I teach all of my clients my permission process, how to go from that point A to point B so that they get results and results specific to their business. When you shift this, when you learn, oh, a possible value proposition is a result, and I can start to communicate my results, you begin to get into the mind of that ideal. Sorry, I'm having like double vision here. I'm live on Facebook in my group, and I'm live on Facebook on my page. It's throwing me off. But when you shift this, so you will start to communicate the value of the result. You're going to get into the mind of that ideal client, and you're going to begin to help them shift their thinking, which that ultimately fills the need and it fills that gap. So what do I mean by that? Well, clients don't need another drill. They need you to fill the hole that they have. So that's filling in the gap. If you can fill the gaps that your clients have, you win, right? That is then proving you know how to deliver on results. If you don't shift a possible value proposition, or you don't communicate your results, you then shift back into the old man model when you're trying to sell your services and you think, I know what my clients need, I know what they want, but yet you actually don't understand what they need or want, and you don't know how to communicate the value, and you don't know how to communicate results. So we can very easily shift out of this and back into our old ways because of how we've been taught in the industry. Now, disclaimer, I am not in the financial industry. I am a sales coach and consultant for those in the industry because I know how valuable it is to be a financial expert and to help other people make more money, which in return makes you more money. And my whole background has been in sales, and possible value propositions have helped me not only make multiple six figures, but have made clients multiple six and seven figures, companies in the millions, by using this specific technique that not only did I teach myself how to do it, but it's something that I teach my clients how to use in their content, aka their marketing, and also on their sales conversations. So when it comes to possible value propositions, how do we do this, right? Well, you do this on sales conversations, and you also use this in your marketing. We don't give away the how in our marketing. We give away the how when we're teaching someone. You also don't want to give it away on your sales calls. When someone says, yes, I want to learn from you, right? So I'm going to use an example here. My client, Melissa, is the expert for female financial pharmacists. So she helps she helps pharmacists get out of debt, move into a place where they're financially free, so they can use their multiple six-figure salaries. You know, a lot of these people get paid $300,000 and they're in debt. They're living check to check. So Melissa has created a system called the Sunny Day Fund. And the Sunny Day Fund sets these women up in 6 months or less so they can start to see, wow, I don't need to live check to check. I have all this extra money that I didn't know where it was going. Now it's in front of me. Now I know how to use it, where to put it, how to reinvest it, etc. Right? But Melissa didn't have a Sunny Day Fund prior to working with female pharmacists. Why? Because she never knew what her clients needed. The key to finding out the possible value proposition is asking your prospects, number one, asking your prospects, what do they need from you? Your prospects are willing to give you high quality information when you are willing to ask for it, right? I feel like, at least on my personal life and my personal, my business pages and my content, I'm asking you, hey, what do you need? Does this training sound good? Does this feel good to you? How does this sound? I'm constantly in asking mode. I want to find out, what do my clients need? And can I personally deliver the result, on that need? And if I can't, I'm going to find ways on either how to do it or to find somebody who can help me facilitate what that need may be, right? So your prospects are looking to give you information. You have to be willing to ask for it. Number two, possible value propositions, AKA providing results, asking specific questions, which I'll get into in a minute. This helps you get into the mind of that ideal buyer. And what then happens is after a short period of time, or maybe a couple months, or maybe even a year, they go, wow, I think I want to buy from this person. I just did this. I left the financial advisor I've had for over a decade. First of all, it was a man, and he was using the old man model. Second of all, his attention to detail, his conversation, his way of relationship building was just not there for me. I had no interest in continuing a dead, dull relationship. A person that was only making money off of me based on fees and not really cultivating and connecting with me, getting to know me, my family, and my future needs. So I hired a new financial advisor. I love her. Her attention to detail is there. I meet with her very often, almost, once a month. I talk to her probably more than I should, bugging her about different things. But she has taken the time to build a relationship with me and to find out what I need. And that is key. And from the very beginning of the relationship, she would say, you might need this, or you might need this. The word might always stood out. I might need life insurance, but I also might need retirement. I might need annuities, but I might need extra money for tax savings. It stood out to me that she knew her stuff, but that she also was asking me, what do I think? What do I possibly need? The third thing that possible value propositions provide for you is curiosity. I mentioned in the beginning that if you stay curious around your prospects, chances are in a sales conversation, you will cultivate a connection and build a very solid relationship. Yes, you can build a relationship during a sales call. I do it all the time, whether or not I sign that client or not. I am still focusing on building that connection and relationship. If they're not an ideal fit, I send them resources. If they are an ideal fit, the relationship starts in the sales call, because I don't go on the call to sell. I get on the sales call to close the sale. Huge difference in energy, huge difference in mindset, and a huge difference in how you're asking when it comes to the sale. Curiosity will also help you create deeper conversational questioning. Okay. So, example of a deeper conversational questioning. I'll use what I gave my client April yesterday. April's launching this high ticket year-long mastermind, and she is phenomenal at getting people into her space. The problem that she's having is follow-up with prospects that are new to her, follow up with prospects that I've been following for quite some time. And she didn't have the languaging of what to say to these people that have been on the back burner for a little bit. So we worked in some sales language, and right away, no joke, she and I are on a call. She's texting this particular prospect. After our call, she texts me right away and says, she's getting on my calendar. Super excited. So here's what I said to April. Ask this particular prospect, and this is key for you all financial experts and those that are watching that are even not financial experts, but maybe you're a coach, maybe you're a consultant, and you know you can help this particular person, but you're not sure how to re-engage with them. You're kind of scared to re-engage. You're like, oh, they've been following me. I know they've been following me for a while, but like, how do I kind of get back into their orbit? Hey, Sandy, by chance, did you find what you're looking for yet? Or have you found what you might be looking for when it comes to X, when it comes to financial expert, when it comes to your next level mastermind, when it comes to XYZ? Have you found what you're looking for yet? Chances are they haven't signed up with anybody because they didn't see the value in what that person was providing. They're going to come back to you and say, you know what, Brittany, I didn't. I haven't found any other valuable mastermind, any other value financial planner, or any other expert white glove service that you're providing around my photos, around my consulting, around my marketing. I haven't found that. So then what we can ask is two things, either a situational question, which looks like or sounds like this. Are you still looking though? Are you still looking for that next level mastermind though? And if you are, why now? So that's one way of asking it. You could also ask it in a way of, okay, so you're telling me that you haven't found what you're looking for. Can you tell me what you might be looking for specifically so I can see if I might be a fit? If these two questions are confusing to you, or you've never asked this type of question, good. These are gold to re-engage or to even talk to new prospects, because that's really what we're talking about here is prospecting with new, possibly cold leads. Or even if they're not cold, maybe they've been around you, like, they're circling and they haven't said yes yet. These are key questions to ask. And when I teach sales, I have like the black book of questions to ask prospects. So it does engage curiosity and it re-engages them to then say, you know what, I've never thought about it like that. I never even had to answer a question like this before. And it gets them thinking in a different way. And that is the key to getting a prospect to cultivate that curiosity and that relationship with you. Sorry. So to recap, we talked about possible value propositions, those specific questions or phrases that you use when it comes to prospecting. And this will help lower the resistance when you're speaking to a potential client. Number two, we talked about communicating effectively your results, putting them out there in your marketing, even bringing them into your sales calls. I like to bring results into sales calls sometimes when I give examples of, what it looks like to work with me. Here's an example of what a client has done when working with me. This is exactly what they got. And it helps the potential buyer to see, what you're doing. And then they go and they talk about you in a good way behind your back, which then creates new business. We also talked about how to shift out of the old man model and into this way of selling, the old man model, pick up the phone, tell everybody what you're doing, and then you get click hung up on because it doesn't work. It's outdated. It's ineffective. It's sleazy sales tactics. We want you to use new sales tactics that actually work and get into the mind of your ideal buyer. And then we're talking about curiosity and how curiosity breeds relationships, creates and cultivates that deeper understanding through our conversational questioning. So, my friends, you may be right now facing a lot of fear, a lot of rejection on your sales calls or your prospecting calls. You don't have prospecting language. You don't even know how to talk to particular people that you're looking to serve. The other thing is you might not even niche down. A lot of financial experts I see do not know how to niche down. I want to serve everybody. I know how to do that. I'm great at serving the world. No, you're not. You need to niche down into who you're actually servicing and how you help them. So you don't have the language, you're not niching down. And yet, all you want to do is ask or tell the prospect too early on what you're selling, what your services are, instead of finding out what they might need from you. If that is you and you are in fear of rejection, you're desperate for a change, you're looking for, the next way of selling, the new way of selling instead of the old man model, you're in luck. The Prospecting Masterclass might be for you. The Prospecting Masterclass is to help you, move that new cold prospect into your raving client list. And you're going to help them you're going to help them create results, and you're going to deliver on your promises in this class. And what I'm going to teach you is how to talk to particular prospects that you're looking to market to, the language, the tone, how to speak to them, what the old man model is currently doing versus where you could be going with the permission process. And so in this class, like I said, you're going to learn how to turn a cold prospect into a client. The Prospecting Masterclass launches on the 28th of this month, so in 2 weeks at 3 p.m. Central. On Facebook, I have linked the class. I'll also put it in the comments section so you have it. Let me see here. See if I can put it in the comments. I have linked the class. I'll also put it in the comment. All right, so I dropped it on the Facebook page. I linked the class. Oh. I'll also put it in the comment. All right, so I dropped it on the Facebook page. Let me see here. Okay, I didn't want to be double talking over myself on 3 different platforms here. So the Prospecting Masterclass, like I said, is going to be on the 28th, 3 p.m. Central. And you're going to learn about the permission process. We're going to dive deeper into these possible value propositions. You're going to learn how to stop getting rejected, how to stop having that fear when it comes to losing out on the sale or losing out on the prospect. And I'm also going to go over a particular situation when we get into a conversation, specific language and questioning to use during that class. So if you have any questions about the masterclass, it's $97 and it's going to be about an hour to an hour and a half. Super excited about it. It's going to be a lot of fun. And I want to teach you guys about prospecting, how to do it correctly, so you're not stuck. I don't want you to be stuck. I don't want you to continuously feel like You can't talk to people your way. This is also about giving your own self permission to speak to your ideal clients. That's why the permission process was created, because I saw the need for women to learn how to give themselves that way of communicating through their own language. So yeah, you might be given a sales script, and at a company, they're going to say, this is how you should do it, and this is what you should say. With the permission process, it's your language, your voice, your tone, not mine. Right? So you're going to learn all of this in the Prospecting Masterclass. If that's of interest to you, go ahead and click on that link and purchase it. It's also linked here on the Facebook group as well. I can't see your comments on Facebook, so if you're dropping them, I will get to them here in a second. But I do have somebody here live with me, and I'm just going to go to the chat. She says, yes, you had me at the prospecting conversation. You listened and made me feel like you understood what I needed. And that is the goal. We're not trying to be pushy saleswomen, women. We're not trying to push our products, our services onto other people. We're trying to get to understand the needs of our ideal buyer, and then we're going to deliver on what that need actually is. So that's what I've got for you. I promised myself I wouldn't go over 30 minutes. I'm 2 minutes over. I hope this makes sense to you all. If you have questions, feel free to reach out, DM me, and come to the Prospecting Masterclass. You're going to learn a lot in that hour to an hour and a half. And I look forward to serving you. Take care. I'll talk to you soon.